Channel 3's Erin Brown is live in St. Albans, where she talked with people lining up. Erin, how busy was it today?
Celine and Darren, it was extremely busy. It's quiet now, as you can see, but earlier today, the line was wrapped around this building. Up until about 1 o'clock today, dozens of people were lined up. And like you said, they're out-of-staters. People from as far as Texas came here today, hoping to get a passport.
Now, hopefully, I'll be able to get on my trip.
It was an unusually busy day at the Vermont Passport Agency. Dozens of people from out of state stood in line for hours, hoping to get their passport quickly.
The flight's tomorrow.
Yeah, because I have a trip. I leave out tomorrow morning.
This next weekend.
They say they tried the traditional process first, which involves submitting an application at a regional facility and getting the passport by mail. But they haven't arrived yet.
My passport's been in process for over 6 weeks now already through the regular process. So this was like the last chance. You can't get into the office in New York or anywhere else.
I actually sent it off in time, but they denied my picture because the Walmart photographer didn't know how to take a passport picture.
That's when they decided to find a way around it. They say they Googled which passport agencies in the country allow walk-ins and found only Hawaii and Vermont do.
We're not working with much here. Yeah. The rest of them, it's all appointments or send it in.
So, with limited options, they hopped in their cars and drove to Vermont from New York, Massachusetts, even Texas. Some spent the night outside of the passport agency, while others arrived first thing in the morning.
But we were late compared to everybody else. So in hindsight, we should have been here at 6:30 or 6.
Most people got in, but a handful were turned away at 1 o'clock when the office could no longer accommodate the number of requests.
But it has been approved. Yes, it's been approved. You got to book in a card, and it's done.
Those who were denied say they'll be back.
We'll stay the night and we'll get in tomorrow. We need the passport.
That all changed today. Channel 3's Erin Brown joins us live from outside the agency. Erin, what happened?
Well, Darren, people were met at the door with a flyer that says appointments only, no walk-ins. Now, after driving several hours to get here this morning, a lot of upset people drove back home 6 or 7 hours away. But it wasn't, there was some success today. Not everyone left empty-handed.
All right, passport time.
After 4 weeks of trying to get an appointment at the Vermont Passport Agency, Ricky and Sharon Dahl of Westchester, New York, finally got their daughter Sachi's passport.
Yeah, it's your passport.
Yeah, very fast.
They needed Sachi's passport quickly to attend a wedding in London next week. They say they got a last-minute call 48 hours ago notifying them of their appointment.
So we had to flip it around pretty quickly.
But they started the process of getting a passport months ago. Ricky says it was not easy.
I think the passport agency and the government's doing a very poor job on just notifying everyone that there's a process. There is no process. They're not answering the phone. They're not telling you what to do.
Despite all of the hassle, they're just happy to have Sachi's passport in hand. And the Dahls were not the only people who walked away on Thursday with a passport.
And then they took me and the people here that were here yesterday immediately, and we got done about 10 o'clock.
We interviewed Kevin Wade from San Antonio, Texas on Wednesday as he stood in line with dozens of other out-of-staters hoping to get issued a passport on the same day. He didn't get it on Wednesday, but he came back Thursday morning and was moved to the front of the line. In a few hours, he'll be on a plane to Mexico.
Oh, yes, ma'am. I'll be leaving out tomorrow morning at 6:30.
Very nice. So how does that feel?
It feels great. I'll be in Cancun by 11, so it's gonna feel really great by then.
But anyone who showed up for the first time on Thursday wasn't as lucky. Employees met them at the door with this flyer that says no walk-ins, appointments only, a change from the previous day. Many were unhappy to realize they won't make their upcoming flights.
I do have a passport. My daughter does not have a passport. We have urgent to fly to Ukraine because of my family, and we don't know what to do. We had a hope here, but today we don't know. We still have hope. I don't know.